I wonder what the tanks look like now. Should we just ask Tumblr? Well, hello there! With your amazing fish keeping self, what we got right here is something a few others and myself have been looking forward to for several months now. The time has come to give you guys an update. An update on where my tanks are now. But first I want to give you guys a little recap of where we were when I took a little bit of a hiatus or you guys forgot me or I may have disappeared. But who am I to point fingers? So, let's get into the first tank, and the tank I want to start off with is this one on the screen right now, and that is the new World Planet Cichlid tank. And when I left you guys off, I just found out that all my Bolivian rams were male. All of them. Every single last one. And the odds were just like not in my favor that day. Also, I left you guys when I just planted the tank. I figured out how to actually tie, and that I should have tied the Anubias and the ferns and blah 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 onto stones and then planted those, and the tank was looking great. Alright, now it's time to get into the Tanganyikan sexiness that I had going on in my living room. When I left you guys with this one, the Brishardi finally did what I put them in the tank to do, and I waited for so long for them to do it. They just had babies. I stumbled across them when I hit a milestone, and I saw these little tiny things just swimming around, and I just had to make a video that day. Also, the other thing we found out was that there weren't just multis in my tank. I realized I didn't do enough research, and that we actually had some brevis. Now these are all things that I was happy about, and I could not wait to share it with you all, my fish keeping friends. Well, I guess that's it for all the recapping, and it's now time to tell you guys what happened. Boom! As you guys can probably guess by looking at this, the tanks have crashed. Now, this is a shame, not just because the tanks have crashed, but because my friend did such an amazing job taking care of the tanks. Now, when I came back from the vacation, all there was on the two tanks was just some superficial algae, nothing that a nice water change and a little bit of glass scraping couldn't take care of. Now, I did a 50% water change on both tanks and then filled them back up using my Rodi unit. Unfortunately, by the time I filled up the tanks, I noticed all the fish were swimming to the other side, the opposite side of which I filled the tanks on. And by then it was just a little too late. You could see them struggling, you could just see all this miserableness. And I did such a large water change, and I guess the city just pumped the tank full of chlorine or whatever they did, and it was just the end. R.I.P. Man, this sucks. But that is why I've been gone for so long, and I hope you guys can forgive me. Now, please, do not feel sorry for me, because, I mean, it just means there's a new beginning. It means I get to start all over again. It means you guys get to be there as I progress again. And I'm cool with that now. Like, I'm over it. It's time to move on. It's been a couple months, and I hope you guys are ready to see what I have coming now. Hit that like button if you think the city should actually come to your door knowing you have a fish tank and tell you that they're pumping chlorine into the water. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think I should do with these tanks now, because like I said, it's time for a new beginning, and I would love for you guys to be a part of that ride. And subscribe. I'm still going to have videos coming at you several times a week. Now, don't forget to do amazing things like checking out the fish tank hooligans. I'm talking about FishyDrizzy, the reef tank specialist, and Danny the discus planet shrimp tank heartthrob. Until next time, guys, tank like a boss. Cause you're a boss, and that's how bosses tank.